top story tonight, a Rochester woman is speaking out about the desperate search for her husband, Nick Brandreth.
A man disappeared on Thursday, and now his wife and kids are panicking.
Rochester police are asking for your help finding a missing man.
He's 6 feet, 180 pounds. He was last seen wearing a light blue shirt, khaki pants, and was known to wear glasses.
Volunteers and rescue teams met up this morning. Search crews were back out with K-9 teams, a scuba team, and an aerial unit from Rochester Police Department.
Family members say they just want to know he's safe.
Anyone with information should contact Rochester Police. That number is on our website at wbccnews.com.
Police say they've searched everywhere to try and find him, but the fact of the matter is, he's gone without a trace.
Anyone with information should
Missing
contact
man.
My name is Francine.
Do it to the camera.
My name is Francine Brandreth, and I live in Rochester, New York. I work at the Wallace Library at RIT, and I have a daughter named Olivia, which you already know about.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. In 1997, my husband, Nick, in 1997, I'm sorry.
What for?
I shouldn't be crying in your movie.
Mom.
Years of this piece of my life, of me missing. And I just have no idea what happened.
No closure.
Right, no closure.
We're going to find out what happened to Dad. We will.
Okay.
You don't sound very convinced.
Oh, it's not you, honey. I know you want to help.
What is it?
05A, take one, Mark.
My name is Olivia Brandreth. I'm originally from Rochester, New York, and I'm a filmmaker working in documentary and investigative projects. True crime, mostly. Nick Brandreth was my father. He went missing in 1997.
Police remain baffled in the disappearance of Nick Brandreth, who, after weeks of searching, remains missing.
I think this was 1988, around there, maybe.
Wow. This is in the old house.
Yeah? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I always loved this picture.
Nicholas Brandreth was born in the summer of 1958 in Buffalo, New York. My father liked to say that the life of a photographer is a life dedicated to manipulating light. Ironically, he was born during a citywide blackout. His father, Oliver Brandreth, managed a bank downtown. He was a dedicated member of the Elks Lodge, an outdoorsman, and a fan of the Bills. His mother, Amelia, was an Italian immigrant that stayed at home with Nick and his two older siblings, Peter and Marianne.
My name is Marianne Stoughton, and Nick Brandreth was my little brother. Well, he still is my little brother, I suppose. Nick would get lost in his own ideas. Even growing up, he was so very focused on making all kinds of things. Photos, art, even woodworking. This was the first picture Nick had published. He was 11. We had so many copies of this newspaper when it came out, they were all over the house. Our father was supportive. He let Nick arrange a little workspace in the basement for him to make his pictures. It kept him busy. But our mom, oh, she loved it. She was so excited that Nick had found a calling, and an artistic one at that.
Nick and I met in 1978 when he was studying at RIT. It was his sophomore year. I had just graduated high school, and I got a job at the library part-time. So in walks this guy with a camera, and he's taking pictures of all the stacks. Photos and photos of books. It seemed funny to me, but to your father, he always saw the world in a different way.
It is weird, you know, not being back, but being back for this.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Oh, Rochester.
Does it look like you remember?
Yeah, for the most part.
Hello, my name is Chris Donovan. I am producer, camera operator, editor, graphic designer,
Jack of all trades.
master of all trades. I met Olivia while we were attending NYU in 2004, and we've been making films ever since.
Well, this certainly looks different. This was Benton Photo Supply. My dad used to come here all the time.
Not much to see now, is it?
Not really.
I think this was my father's favorite place in the whole city. Makes sense to start here.
The Great Lakes have become the fourth seacoast for the United States, with Rochester as the focal point. Genesee is an Indian word meaning beautiful valley. And still today, no description more aptly fits this area of the world.
Olivia!
Hi, Harry, how are you?
Good. Look at you, you're all grown up. Come on in.
Oh, thanks.
Come on in.
That's your stuff there.
My name is Harry Benton, and I ran Benton Photo Supply from 1970 until 1999.
Do you miss it?
The store? No, I don't think so. But I am sad that it's gone. It's strange to outlive your career. Anyway, I don't think Benton Photo Supply is the subject for today, is it?
No, well, not exactly, but it was a big part of my father's story.
Your dad was a regular. He bought countless rolls of film. I ended up just letting him use the darkroom because he was around all the time. I don't think I met anyone who ever fired off more film than your father. After I closed the store, I set up in here just to stay busy. Your father used all of this stuff. The same enlarger, the loops, hell, the changing bags might even be his. I brought that enlarger from my home. It predates the store.
Wow.
Oh, no, it's fine. I don't think it can be broken. Go right ahead. It'll probably be around after I'm gone.
Harry Benton's darkroom is a treasure trove. 35mm equipment was just built differently. I can't believe how much of it still works.
Some people think a camera or a fast lens will make something magical. They forget you need to make the image. Your father, he understood how to shape and capture what was already there. In the frame, in the exposure, and in the light.
Even today, when I hear the word photographer, I think light manipulator.
Yeah, those are Nick's words, all right.
I am in the dark room of Rochester's own Nick Brandreth, an award-winning photographer who has had his work published everywhere, from National Geographic to Sports Illustrated. Nick is our local artist spotlight this week, and you've probably seen his work already. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for joining me. You've got some really, really great stuff here.
I appreciate that. I put a lot of myself into my work, and I really hope that shows through when people look at my photographs.
So what are you working on right now?
Actually, I've got really into the older photo processes, so this one's kind of special to us, especially here in Rochester. This is called a gelatin dry plate, and this is what Mr. Eastman made his fortune with.
Dusty, sorry about that.
All right.
Most of this stuff has been packed up for years. I just never had the heart to get rid of it.
What's this? It's weird.
I think it's a trap camera.
A trap camera?
The trap camera is unique because the photo is taken not by you, the photographer, but by the subject.
The subject takes the photo?
Exactly.
Fantastic.
Once the KTC-125 has been placed, a tripwire controlling the camera is set. Spring in the trip line will release the shutter, taking a photograph. This makes the trap camera extremely useful in photography of elusive wildlife, dangerous wartime documentation, and other scenarios unfit for a photographer himself.
What do you think he was trying to photograph with a trap camera?
Wolves? Bears?
Poachers?
Could be.
Wolves? No, not in Rochester. But I've seen this camera before. HCT, Horace Cody Taylor. Your old man, he found that camera with some prints at a junk swap.
Do you have those photos?
Hang tight. Please don't make me regret showing you this.
I won't. Are we still rolling?
Yeah, right?
Actually, I have to switch out the mag.
Okay, let's cut. We've been fortunate to have agreeable subjects. However, they've already been well documented. But when Harry told us about Horace Cody Taylor, we had our first piece of real new information about my father's disappearance. Unfortunately, our new lead died nearly 100 years ago. Born in New York City in 1888, Horace Cody Taylor was an inventor, photographer, and cartographer. A patent filed in 1916 in New York City and a series of survey maps from 1923 corroborate the timeline we got from Harry. However, after 1931, there is no information on Horace Cody Taylor. No record of a death, sale of his property, next of kin, nothing.
I processed these negatives after your father, after everything happened. Here, take a look for yourselves.
These are all his?
Yeah, I told you your father shot a lot of film.
There must be hundreds of images here, Harry.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Check this out.
What am I looking at? Is that a door?
Just in the middle of nothing? And what is that up in front?
Bear, maybe?
No.
No. I don't like this, Olivia.
Is this a cult?
No, not really. More like an extremely old religion, sort of a naturalistic following is what your father thought.
So a cult.
I wouldn't be so quick to label things that you don't understand.
Okay.
Who are they, Harry?
I don't know. That's what your father was trying to figure out, but...
Turning to Rochester news, a local man has gone missing.
Police remain hopeful that they will find answers in the disappearance of photographer Nick Brandreth.
It has been 3 weeks since Brandreth's pickup
truck was found parked outside of Haddonfield State Forest,
where a 9mm firearm,
a spent shell casing,
and a number of cameras were recovered.
in an apparent...
If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Nick Brandreth,
please call the Rochester PD tip line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good night.
Are we really gonna use this?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Prior to the project, I knew that Olivia's father had gone missing.
Go on.
You know, typically after so much time has passed, these kind of cases rarely get resolved.
What do we got?
Not much yet. Haddonfield Lake is surrounded by woods with the exception of this stretch of highway.
According to the police, my father's truck was found over here in the eastern entrance.
You know, Detective Frank Lynch still works for Rochester Police.
Yeah, looks like he's Captain Lynch now. I guess they promote incompetence from within. What?
You want to tell us how you really feel?
No, I just did.
I remember your dad's case. You know, we don't get too much heavy crime up here.
Heavy crime?
Your rapes, your murders, homicides. Every now and then, sure, they happen, but for the most part, it's pretty quiet up here. I'm Captain Frank Lynch of the RPD. Back in 1997, I was the lead detective in the Brandreth missing persons case. In 1997, there wasn't much to report. Your father went out in the woods near Haddonfield Lake late one night in July.
September.
What?
My father went missing on September 28th.
Anyway, he went out in the woods and never came back.
My father went missing on September 28th, 1997. Police searched for 2 weeks before they released a statement that my father's death was a... Hi, Dad. Did you believe the police statement that Dad's death was a suicide?
No, not a bit. And I never trusted that Detective Lynch.
Why not?
Was a way for the police to skirt their responsibility. It just doesn't make sense.
Do you ever go out in Haddonfield Woods? Fishing or hiking, maybe?
I used to go there when I was a kid, but not anymore.
Why is that?
Well, in general, I don't make it a habit of hanging out in old crime scenes. But, we spent nearly a month looking for your old man. We never saw an animal. It was so quiet up there, you couldn't even hear any birds. Weird place. Honestly, we didn't have much to go on. We found a 9mm handgun with a spent round. Your father's prints were on the firearm. Sorry, Olivia. It was a...
But the body,
The body was never recovered. That is correct.
that didn't strike you as odd.
Yeah, it did. It struck me as very odd. We canvassed the clients that he had invoiced. Friends, family. No motives, no suspects, no indication of foul play at all.
This is heading down a dangerous path.
Harry,
Olivia,
you don't think my father's death was a do you?
no one who really knew Nick Brandreth ever believed that story.
Captain Lynch, how long had you been a detective?
Lead detective?
Right, excuse me. How long had you been a lead detective in 1997?
What difference does that make?
There is often a defensiveness amongst law enforcement, that tension between what's right and what's right by the book. It's always there.
If my father shot himself, why was the firearm found but not the body?
We figured some kids found the gun, started playing with it, having some fun, you know. They moved the gun from the original crime scene.
Your answer is children playing with a handgun?
But are you here to bust my chops, lady? What is this?
It's not unusual that Frank reacted like that. He knows something.
Did you ever follow up with anyone else?
Yes, we hired a private investigator to help us make sense of things. Hired is just another way of saying we lit $20,000 on fire.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Brandreth, but do you remember the name of the private investigator?
Hank Arbogast.
Weird guy. Real pain in the...
Arbogast?
That's it. Arbogast. What a loon.
I'll never forget the name, and I'll never forget him.
Why is that?
Because he felt that my husband entered a parallel dimension.
I'm sorry, what?
A parallel dimension. Yeah. It's hard to forget that kind of crazy.
Say, do you like mystery stories? Well, we have one for you. The mystery is time. Our story is true. Before we're finished, I think you'll agree that truth is stranger than the strangest fiction.
In 1998, a book on my father's disappearance was released. Blue Hour touched on a number of unexplained aspects of the case, but ultimately supported the official police statement. Hank Arbogast's theories were discredited as the insane ramblings of a madman in the book's final publication.
Now, is this a simmer or a boil?
Yes, a simmer.
It's simmering right now.
Simmer, you got it. She's upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just focused.
She's upset. She always did that when she was a little girl with her homework.
Thank you, Mrs. Brandreth. This looks great.
Oh, you're welcome. I appreciate the help.
Salud.
Salud.
This is very weird.
Luke, you gonna eat?
Sure am.
Mangiamo.
Photography as a hobby can lead to photography as a career, and often does. But professional work calls for a lot more than just snapping pictures here and there. Laboratory or darkroom assistants and technicians have an opportunity to learn how to mix chemicals, to develop films, to retouch negatives, and to make prints.
Here it is.
I don't really know what I'm looking at.
You think I understand what this is? I just made the photo.
Jesus.
Are you sure my dad wasn't staging these?
If this was some sort of an art piece, Nick was really committed.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Did you ever show these to the police?
Of course. It seemed relevant. It still seems relevant.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You told Captain Lynch about this photo, these people?
Yeah, I told Captain Lynch. He said they were fakes. He laughed me out of the station.
Fakes?
Another long day searching for missing photographer Nick Brandreth. I am here with Detective Frank Lynch, who's investigating... Lead Detective Frank Lynch. Earlier today, our station was delivered these unsettling photographs.
Here we go. What's with the photography? Always with the pictures.
I'm sorry, are you already aware of these photographs?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
Would you care to comment?
No, not really. It's a hoax.
But he didn't want anything that he couldn't wrap his head around. Who knew how many other cases it would impact?
Other cases?
Well, if it's happened, maybe it's been happening.
Right. I see what you're saying. Can you start by introducing yourself?
My name is Marissa Biondi, formerly of WQCB, where I was a field reporter. Mostly the job consisted of local events and happenings, stuff like that. But I covered the Nick Brandreth case. We don't get a lot of national news coming out of Rochester, but your father's case really struck a nerve.
Nick Brandreth?
It's just super tragic, and my heart really goes out to his family. And
They find a gun and a casing and decide it's... What, did he kill himself and then walk off?
Well, it's not like the most comforting thought when you put it that way.
I think the media's going to say whatever they want, but only God knows what really happened.
Nick Brandreth? They're making excuses for the fact that they had no idea what happened.
Oh, yeah. That's the guy that put himself off in the woods, right?
Why do you think that was?
Well, the police didn't do themselves any favors by declaring your father's disappearance so quickly. It felt flimsy from the start. There were other things.
You mean the photos?
I remember these.
It's a hoax. Come on, Marissa. Don't bring me this garbage. It's just a bunch of playing with triangles and Halloween costumes.
I'm wondering if,
No.
Excuse me, detective. I'm Marissa Biondi with WQCB Rochester.
It was impossible to get the police to consider anything. They had their answer, they liked that answer, and that was it.
cop car's coming soon. She's gonna be perfect.
Hi, my name's Olivia Brandreth. I'm here to see Captain Lynch.
One moment, please. Olivia.
Thank you for meeting with me again, Captain. I promise this will be quick.
Okay. What is this supposed to be?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Is this a joke?
You've seen this photograph before, haven't you?
This is fake. Photoshop. This is Photoshop.
Captain, this is from a 35mm negative taken by my father in 1997. I watched it get developed by hand a few hours ago. Captain Lynch?
Yes?
You told me there were no other persons of interest in my father's disappearance.
There weren't.
Then who are these people?
I don't know.
Well, the private investigator my mother hired.
We already talked about Abergast.
I know. But do you have any idea where I could find him?
The guy is a nut job. You aren't going to learn anything from him.
I believe you. But any information at all might help. Please. Can you help me understand what happened to my father?
Wait here a minute.
What happened?
What's that?
Arbogast address. Well, I hope so.
How?
Lynch. He slid it across the table and he just stormed off.
All right.
Oh my God. Whew. Is that legal?
Recording conversation or him giving you the address?
Either one.
No.
Maybe he just felt bad.
He's a bad cop.
That too.
Hey. Turn the cameras off.
Hank Arbogast, my name's Olivia Brandreth.
Turn the camera off.
Sure. No problem.
Camera.
Hank Arbogast?
Yeah?
My name is Olivia Brandreth. You were investigating my father's disappearance.
Figured it was about time that you guys showed up.
Mr. Arbogast, would you be willing to appear in our documentary? Can you please sign this release?
Let me read it again. I've forgotten all the fine print.
Yes, of course.
My name is Hank Arbogast. I've been a private investigator for over 25 years, depending on how you count the passage of time. In 1997, I was hired by Francine Brandreth to find her husband. Which I did.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I found your father back in 1997.
regardless of the ridiculous claims made by the Rochester Police Department.
Nick Brandreth is in a place called the Beyond.
You mean the doorway?
The Beyond is the hub for the space-time continuum, where every moment of our reality, of this reality, rotates around this dimension. And when the doorways line up, you can move from one moment in time to the next.
Mr. Arbogast, I think we need to start at the beginning.
No, we don't.
You're just saying a lot of things I don't understand.
Yet. Things you don't understand yet.
And where are these doorways?
When are the doorways? That's the question you want to ask. It's all right there in the title of your daddy's book.
Blue Hour?
Yes. You can know where to go, but without the wind, you'll never find it. You follow the light, chase the shadows to the end. Then you can move beyond.
And my father went into one of these doorways?
Not willingly, but that's right. I've been collecting information on this, on them, for a while.
Who are they?
Acolytes, runaways. Believe it or not, one was a lawyer.
Are they dangerous?
Mostly no, but you know how people can get when they really believe in something. They act irrational.
Do you have any idea why the doorway's in Rochester?
That is where that doorway is. Different doorways, different places. But again, most important, different point in time. I came out of a door in Bar Harbor, Maine in 1832. Another in Dallas, 63. London, 1888.
And these people worship the doors?
No, they protect them. The Acolytes worship the Obsidian Pyramid.
Excuse me? Mr. Arbogast?
Forgot where I was for a moment. We're nearly finished. Your father didn't commit. He's become possessed. He now serves the Obsidian Pyramid.
The what?
Doorways. Doorways from one point in time to another. Some would say wormholes, portals that allow you to move through time. The Obsidian Pyramid has been seen globally, all across the world. It's an incredible idea that the very fabric of reality, that time itself is structured, it's balanced by a mystical rock. Depictions across cultures, across time, of floating monoliths. Too similar, far too coincidental to disregard as anything other than interconnected.
Nick Brandreth went through a doorway and is now in the beyond. Possessed, spellbound, occupied, we don't have words to describe the effects of parallel dimensions. Your father may look like what you remember, but you'll see it. You can see it in his eyes.
His eyes?
Yes.
Interesting.
You know, we've done this before. And you were arrogant then, too.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be.
Shh. Say that you can't be in two places at once.
What?
Go ahead, say it.
You can't be in two places at once.
Exactly. Only one version of you can exist at any given point in time. But that doesn't make any sense. Please, keep up. You travel from one point in time to another. Great. Easy. Only the latest version of you will continue to exist. Any previous iteration will cease to be.
That doesn't make any sense.
But you just said you can't be in two places at once.
Right.
Then we agree.
We do?
Yes.
Unquestionably, there's very real evidence of the Obsidian Pyramid and the men and women who live in service to it. But where did this monolith come from? Is this evidence of aliens intervening here on Earth? Or is something altogether more mysterious at play?
It's pointless to wonder where the pyramid came from. It was here before mankind, and given our penchant for greed, it will be here long after.
In the eyes of those that serve the pyramid, is it a god?
God is just a word we use to describe things beyond our understanding. The Obsidian Pyramid is more like a metronome than anything. It keeps time for existence.
If time, like the land or the seas or outer space itself, if time can be navigated with the correct knowledge, what other secrets can we uncover?
This is going to happen soon. So I got to move fast. But in 7 years, I go through a door and I come back to this very moment. And then
What just happened?
Guys, I think he exploded.
Exploded, Luke?
Versions of us will do this again. Eventually.
It doesn't make any sense.
Arbogast?
He's insane. He has to be, right?
Can't explain what I saw.
No, me neither.
A number of years ago in Germany, a man gave to the world a new concept. It shook the scientific world from top to bottom, changed the course of human history, and gave us the atomic age. The man, Albert Einstein. The concept, relativity. That strange, fantastic relationship between time, distance, and mass. E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
He didn't make any sense.
Guys, he can teleport. Teleport through time.
Thanks, Luke. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Olivia?
Yeah, I am ready.
Ready? Hey, what are you doing?
I just gotta grab something. Hold on one sec.
It's like wrangling cats.
All day. Every single day.
It's pretty. Quiet and peaceful. Captain Lynch was right. Silence. There's something there in the stillness, an uneasiness.
We're looking for that. Or that. There are so many trees.
Yeah, I'm not really an outdoorsy person, but Haddonfield Forest didn't seem that weird to me. Scariest thing's probably the name.
The name.
Yeah, it's the town from Halloween. Anything?
Not even close.
Gotta be around the site.
We've been walking about 2 miles.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
You alright? Yeah, I'm just.
Let's keep going this way. Maybe that? All right, come on, we're gonna start losing light. Oh my God. Look. That's a match, right?
Yeah, looks like it lines up. Hang on, I can't pull focus.
So
About
his trap camera would have been right over there. Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
Where's Luke?
I don't know. He was right here filming.
Luke! When's the last time you saw him?
15 minutes ago?
Luke!
Luke!
Luke! Oh, hey, Chris. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll leave.
Luke!
Luke!
He's probably flying his drone.
Yeah. Olivia? Are you all right?
No.
Luke! Luke! Luke!
Mitchell Robinson reporting live from outside of Rochester, New York, where a grisly murder has shaken this otherwise quiet community. Freelance cinematographer Luke D'Antonio was working on a true crime documentary when he was brutally attacked in Haddonfield Woods.
Hi guys, Miranda here, live from Haddonfield Woods. What was that?
We shut down production following Luke's death. It didn't feel right to continue. And then
I'll be here for the next week, checking out the mysterious disappearances in these woods. So as always, don't forget to follow along and like and subscribe. See you soon.
Reporting live from outside of Rochester, where another grisly murder has shaken this once quiet community. Miranda Tully, a true crime podcast host, has been murdered. There it is. Can we zoom in on that? Can you get that?
Olivia called me right away. It was great to hear from her. I didn't like leaving the project unfinished. What did I do during the shutdown?
Yeah.
Worked. Tried to find work. There was a lot of downtime, mostly.
They were down home, 3 seconds to play. And the kick from 27 yards is no good. It's over.
Luke's family has been very supportive of the idea, so that feels good. I mean, they could have shut us down.
How do you feel about being back?
Good. I'm a little concerned about safety, if I'm honest. But maybe we should put a pin in this.
Huh?
Hello?
Hey, Mark?
Yeah, Chris.
Hey, Chris, yeah, nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you. Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we are. So, 6 months ago, we were in Haddonfield Woods over here, which is where my father went missing, and also obviously where Luke was attacked. It's also near where Miranda Tully's body was found.
I think maybe the saddest part of Miranda Tully's death is that it was completely avoidable. It was just an unnecessary risk.
We know Miranda Tully's body was found near where Luke's was murdered. They both had their throats slit, but that's the only similarity. Luke was cast aside, Miranda's body was put on display.
We were there when Luke got attacked. I mean, we were shouting his name. We may have interrupted whatever ritual they were trying to perform.
I'm sorry. Who are the they in this murder ritual situation?
We'll explain in a minute.
Okay.
The location is the only thing that connects to your father's disappearance. I don't think it's enough to paint a complete picture at this point.
Unless you believe Arbogast.
Right, unless you believe Arbogast.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, he's no doubt unhinged, but he seemed very sure of himself and incredibly specific.
And also completely out of his mind.
But this I know. The very formulas and facts which gave man the ability to blast himself into eternity, these very facts contain powerful moral and spiritual implications which just might keep him from doing it. Now, we've considered some weird and fantastic things, but the implications to which we have just referred are the strangest and the most fantastic of all.
We couldn't find Arbogast.
Are you surprised?
mean, I'm not surprised. These types of cases run cold. Now,
Rochester PD has refused to speak to us, which makes sense.
sorry.
Yeah. I do have some contacts at the Eastman Museum who claim to have patents and research materials on Horace Cody Taylor.
That could be useful.
I was also thinking Arbogast had those files on the acolytes. We could check the footage for legible names, addresses.
Look, Chris.
Acolytes?
Yeah, the freaks that worship the pyramid.
I'm sorry, I have another question. What pyramid?
Right. Allegedly, these people worship a floating interdimensional pyramid.
The sky's gonna be clear on Thursday.
Okay.
Sundown is at 6:04 p.m. and I'm going to Haddonfield for Blue Hour.
You what?
I'm going back.
What?
Look, you do not have to come with me.
People died, Olivia.
I
This
know.
isn't safe.
I could probably set you guys up with some body cameras. I could figure out a way to control them remotely.
That's a great idea. Great, yes.
This is 2 days away. You can't be serious.
I am.
How do we start?
Oh, sorry.
We'll set up in the main parking lot at 4 p.m. That'll give us about 2 hours.
Us?
You're not doing this alone.
Like, you don't have to come with me.
Mark, can you set me up with some body cameras?
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
So in this situation, am I just gonna be alone at the van?
No.
No.
No. We'll send a PA with you and they'll do B-roll. No one is alone.
Thank you.
For the record, I still think this is a really bad idea. Thank you.
Great.
Good luck.
Ready? Really?
Yeah.
Are you all set, Mark? Everything look okay?
Yeah, we're all set over here. You just enjoy a little walk in the woods.
Thanks. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where the shadows end.
What?
Something Arbogast said. You'll find the doorway where the shadows end. The sun's dipping low now.
Where shadows end? Yeah, maybe.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's a bird. We're all right.
Okay.
We've got about an hour.
Copy that.
Olivia?
What do you see?
Stop moving.
What?
Do you see anything?
No.
Mark, I don't see anything. Mark!
Someone's there with you.
Someone?
Olivia.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop. Back up!
Chris.
Stop!
Chris.
Yes, I see them.
No, behind you. It's here.
Olivia!
Hey. Yeah?
What?
You said hey.
Olivia, wait.
You don't have to come with me.
Stop! Back up! Olivia, don't! No!
We need help at Haddonfield Woods. Yeah, now.
Wait! Can you hear that? Mark? Hello?
Back the f up!
This isn't normal. I know. Why are we talking like this? What's wrong with my voice?
Relax.
Am I possessed?
In a way, it will pass in time. You were never supposed to come here.
And you were...
Olivia? Hello?
Easy. Easy. I don't mean you any harm. I'm just trying to find out what happened to Horace Cody Taylor. Horace Cody Taylor. Horace Cody Taylor. Stop.
My time should have ended long ago. Please kill me.
time.
Please kill me. Please kill me. Release me.
I'm sorry.
Mom is never going to believe this.
Gentlemen?
There will be another time.
I'm here now. I need you. Mom needs you.
Goodbye, Olivia.
No. Dad, no. Don't say that. Dad. Please.
Olivia! Was that? I'm sorry.
Follow me.
Are you sure?
I think so.
You think so?
Do you have any other ideas?
Wait! Got warm. Where's the van?
Christ. Mark.
I guess Mark's running late.
Yeah. I can start backing up what I shot last night. Oh, wow.
I can't believe we can see so much.
64,000 ISO.
Is that good?
Hey.
Luke?
Chris?
What's today?
It's It's, Thursday.
No, the date.
That's September 7th. No, 8th.
Oh my God.
I don't believe it.
We time traveled?
We time traveled. Holy sh!
When we came out of the doorway, it was dark and the van was gone. We assumed we had just lost track of time, or Mark had been asked to leave.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
You died.
No, I didn't.
She means you will die.
I mean, we're all gonna die.
No, okay, take this. Okay, listen, Luke. On Saturday, September 10th, we went to Haddonfield Woods and you died.
I died this coming Saturday?
Chris and I jumped back in time 188 days.
Do you really want to use this?
Yeah, I think so. It sets up Arbogast nicely.
Okay.
You know, we've done this before. You were arrogant then, too.
It was like deja vu over and over.
Part 2, take 2.
How you been?
Good, good. This is Luke and Chris.
Hi, Luke. Hi, Chris. Are we filming?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Oh, sure. A lot of people are gonna want to see this part.
You're your father's daughter.
Every day had already happened. We were just experiencing it differently.
Captain Lynch, we wanted to show you this.
What are those body cams? We gotta wear those now.
I tried to relax, to decompress.
There were 5 bedrooms. I remember that was so fun.
Wait, is that Aunt Connie?
That's Aunt Connie.
It is Aunt Connie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Finn there. Shh. Yeah, she was. This is a good time.
It really is.
Chris had a slightly different approach to reliving the last 6 months of his life.
I can't explain it. Any of it. Arbogast was telling the truth. All of it.
And he's knocked out of bounds at the 27. That's a timeout. New York, down 1 with 3 seconds left to play.
27 yards. This is in the bag.
Chris? Chris?
So I actually get what he means. It's not time travel, like the way you think of it. It really is traveling through time, like just from one to the next.
$200 he misses.
You're on.
Hey, Luke, have you seen... Oh, never mind.
What are you doing? I can film around here, right?
No, Luke, just stay in the car.
But I can help.
No. Right. Ready?
Here we go again.
Right, let's go.